$100 asylum fee explained. The new $100 asylum fees. If you or someone you know has an asylum application pending, today's video is going to help you to walk you through who must pay, when to pay, and how to pay, whether your case is with the USCIS or EOIR Immigration Court. I want to start from the initial part, which is about what changed. Under the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill Act, asylum applicants now actually going to be facing two new mandatory fees. And one of them is $100 filing fee for every new asylum application, which is Form I-589. And the second mandatory fee is actually a $100 annual asylum fee, which will be due every year the case remains pending. First of all, these fees are non-waivable. That means no exceptions for income and detention or hardship. So, I will be talking about this $100 filing fee, but especially today's videos, I think we'll be clarifying part about annual asylum fee payment with respect to EOIR or USCIS. Let's start with who must pay this fee. An asylum fee applies to all principal applicants with pending asylum cases, either before USCIS or EOIR Immigration Court. If your spouse or children already included on the I-589, then they do not need to pay separately, but we see in some instances spouses or children also have their I-589 application filed, then those derivatives have to pay actually those fees. And USCIS rules about this: if you file your I-589 application on or before October 1st, 2024, and if your case is still pending on September 30, 2025, then you must pay fiscal year 2025 annual fee. If your case was already pending for more than 1 year before that day, you won't owe for past years. Just going forward is going to be the ones that you're going to be responsible paying. If you file on or after October 1st, 2024, you will pay $100 every year on the anniversary of your filing date. So this is really important because we're realizing that the applicants and even with our clients or followers that there is a confusion about who's going to pay, when they're going to pay. And just to make it as simple as possible, if your asylum application was filed before and if it's still pending, so that means you're going to have to pay by September 30, 2025. You have to pay actually your annual fee for 2025. And going forward, every year that you're going to have to pay yearly annual asylum application fee as long as your application is pending. What's important here, especially for the applications that let's say they were filed years ago and if they're pending, the only thing they're going to be paying 2025 year annual payment and following year's annual payments as long as their applications are pending. But for the previous year's fees, they're not going to have to worry about paying those as long as they pay this year 2025 annual fee payment. So I think this will be very important point to make, and just to tell our followers and our client, if you have I-589 application pending, even if you filed this a couple years ago, if it's still pending, then you have to actually pay your I-589 application annual fee payment by September 30, 2025. And with respect to EOIR rules means the rules that applies to immigration court procedures. The fee applies, basically asylum application fees applies to any asylum case that has been pending more than 1 year after July 4, 2025. So EOIR has recently, just this week, actually provided exact procedure how to pay, which we're going to be explaining shortly. But what I could say that if you do have I-589 application pending and if you're in immigration court, you have to pay 2025 annual fee payment for your application. So let's move on to how to pay actually with respect to USCIS and of course EOIR Immigration Court asylum fees. With respect to USCIS applicants, which is affirmative asylum application, based on the instruction has been given that USCIS will send a notice when your fee is due, and with that invoice then you will be able to log into your USCIS online account, pay $100 annual fee by using your credit card or bank account, and of course save your payment receipt and also calendar the next year's due date so you know that next year when you're going to have to actually pay your payment again. So with respect to USCIS applicants, that they're not in immigration court. Soon we will be receiving more instructions from the USCIS how this is going to play out, but so far that information has been provided that supposedly that the applicants will receive actually notice instructions to providing them how they're going to be able to actually pay for their fees. But so far, looks like it's going to be done through the USCIS online account. And second, about how to pay your asylum application fees for the people whose cases are actually pending on EOIR immigration courts. This is very important because as of this week, EOIR immigration court has actually provided the payment, how the applicants are going to make the payment for their annual application fees. So for this, I would like to state it again that for any of our clients or followers or people they know, if their asylum application is pending in front of the immigration judge, if they're in immigration court, then they have to actually log into EOIR payment portal called ePay. For this, they should go to online search engine and type EOIR payment portal, ePay. Then they're going to be able to see actually the link for the EOIR payment site. And there they will need to check actually the I-589 asylum fee section where they will enter actually their A number and choose I-589 initial asylum fees and also make their payment using their credit card or their bank statements. And as soon as they make the payments, they will download this receipt notice and actually keep that for their records and also file with the immigration court showing them actually their I-589 application annual asylum fees being paid. So with respect to this part, we would like to also let our clients know that if your asylum application is pending with the EOIR immigration court, please go to EOIR payment portal. Make sure you type your A number correctly and then choose I-589 asylum fee and then make your payment through your credit card or bank accounts and download your receipt and please send it to our office so that our office can actually file that with the immigration court for your case. And this will be very important to do it. So since we have already instruction with respect to EOIR, immigration court asylum fee payments are going to be made, we are urging all our clients and all our followers or their friends or family who have their asylum application pending at the immigration court, do this as soon as possible. So with this part, I would like to also explain a little more about to everyone to know there are no waivers for this asylum application fee and also annual asylum fees. So everyone must pay, and fees will increase with inflation starting fiscal year 2026, rounded to the nearest $10. Always keep proof of payments for USCIS, your receipt, or for EOIR, your receipt and tracking ID. Non-payment may lead to your application being denied or treated as abandoned. This is why this is very important for our clients or our followers and their families and friends to make sure they file their asylum applications, especially annual fee, as soon as possible, and also upload their proof of payment to actually immigration court EOIR system. And of course, if there is any help with respect to making this payment, please feel free to reach out to us. We're here to help our clients and our followers. And if you have any question, please call us or contact us. This is attorney Ogmen. I hope today's video helped our followers and have a great day.